Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris. I'm the Batman statue collector right here on YouTube. And I don't know if you could see behind me, but tonight we're going to be talking about some really crazy things in terms of statue collecting and the hobby imploding on itself. You're not going to want to miss our highly controversial topic tonight, live 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Rogues Gallery Live. Now, with that said, I want to talk about the Legendary Beast Studios Joker. I previewed it last week. We got some great footage from JCA, and I am to the point right now where I am undecided. I'm undecided not only which version I would want to get, but do I want to get it at all? I am really struggling with this one. The Batman for me was a no-brainer. I love Batman, of course. I love the art direction on that piece. I love the texturing. I know some people complain about it being over-textured. I freaking love it. I can't wait to add that to the collection, and I'm going to be reviewing that for you guys, of course, here on the channel. But the Joker is my favorite character. I love the Joker. So again, it would be like, Chris, it should be a no-brainer for you, right? Now, when I'm looking around my collection, I have some really great third-scale Jokers. I've got the Lee Bermejo Joker. I've got the George Jimenez Joker. And my personal favorite, the Joker Say Cheese, which I currently have the Jim Lee portrait. I consider it my Hush Joker. I love it. I don't love the Robin, but I love it, okay? And so I keep thinking to myself, do I need another Joker? Well, I do the same thing with Batman. Do I need another Batman? Of course I do. I'm the Batman freaking statue collector, right? But in terms of this Joker, I guess I hate it. I hate, love it. I don't really know exactly how to put it. But I've talked to fellow collectors, and I said, hey, are you getting this? And they said, no, I'm not getting it. And there's a lot of different reasons why. And so I kind of want to break it down today on my thinking about, like, what is the reasoning? What is the rationale that I'm currently debating on whether to get it or not? Okay, so I'm going to show you right now what the statue looks like so you can see some of the different bells and whistles that goes with this piece. And then at the end, of course, we'll kind of sum it all up and see what I should do. All right, so first of all, I have to give a major shout out to Graded. They did this awesome video, and they are letting me share this with you with their permission, so I want to give them a major shout out. Definitely check out their YouTube channel. I will put the links down below. Support another fellow YouTuber that does amazing statue content, so definitely check them out. Okay, so with that said, again, this thing's going to have a lot of bells and whistles, okay? I'm going to recommend Statue Brothers. That is who JCA recommends, and so I'm going to put a link down below for this. If you do use code BSC Group 10, it does save you a little bit at checkout, and I believe there's free shipping, which is incredible. Okay, so obviously there's going to be a lot of different versions. I have to highlight this first, though. Batman next to Joker. This is what I think looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the ha-has in the background. Just really great. Now, there's going to be a lot of different options, okay? You're going to have black or purple in the Premier Edition. This is going to be $1,549 USD. $1,549 USD for this particular version, okay? You can see the edition sizes. Very low. 50 for the Premier, 75 for the Ultimate. The Ultimate is going to run you $2,099 in black or purple, but you do get the Harley Quinn, okay? Now, with all the different versions, which is absolutely crazy, you get just a crazy amount of head sculpts, right? Absolutely insane. I really like the hat version. I think that looks great. You have kind of a Gabriel Del Otto version. You have a Alex Ross looking version. You even have an Aaron from Bat in the Sun, which we're going to see a little bit here in part of this video. I really like the way this one looks. To me, this is kind of that Alex Ross pose. I think that I might go with that particular version where he's kind of looking off to the side. You also have this one again, which is Aaron from Bat in the Sun. I have met Aaron. He's been on the show. He is a phenomenal talent. If you have ever seen Bat in the Sun and some of those beatdown videos, this is really cool because he actually gets his own freaking portrait. I don't know how I pulled that off, but Jay, I mean, I hope you send him one, man, because that is so cool that he gets to be his own statue. It's really awesome. Obviously, there's going to be some different swap outs with this. I don't know how the factory is going to handle this thing. There's so many portraits. There's so many different swap outs you have just this giant amount of ability to display this thing how you want. And then if you add the Harley Quinn to it, that's even going to be even crazier. Now, I don't believe they were able to show the guns really in their promotional material, so I'm really, again, thankful to Graded because Jay let them borrow this piece basically to show you guys after a toy fair. And that way we could get a better idea of what those guns look like. Prime 1 did something similar with the Grim Knight where they couldn't show the guns. Same type of thing here, but now we get to see them in black and purple. Now, I was really going to go for the purple initially, and then I kind of switched my mind to go to the black. I'm still kind of going back and forth, though. You also have kind of the Tony Daniel, George Jimenez look with the half mask. I think that looks nice, although it's not an option that I would go with. You also have that Capullo New 52 look. Not my favorite of them. I guess that's my biggest problem with this piece is I think the statue itself looks great, but I'm not as wowed by all the portraits. I think some look okay, but some I'm just like, it's just so-so to me. And so that's kind of where my hang-up is on this piece. Now, again, I have never seen a Legendary Beast person or statue in person. And so I'm excited to see this. I want to see this in person. I can't wait to see the Batman because everybody rants and raves about how great the Marvel pieces are. Well, I want to see the DC pieces. This is Alex Ross right here. I have that painting. So that makes me love this even more. You can rotate the base, and we're going to see that here in a second too. So if you like this is the front, you can do that. If you like the Arkham gates, you can do that as well. So I thought that was really smart engineering on their part. And again, we're going to take a look at that here in just a second here. But I love the detail. There's so many storytelling elements with this, right? So this is what I'm talking about. So they basically have a key where the base fits into the key, and you can rotate it, okay? So it's got the black and white base. But if you want the front to be, the gates, like I said, you can swap it. So it's really smart the way they did this, the way it keys in. And so you get to choose. You get to tell your own story with this piece. It looks like very strong magnets from what I'm seeing here, so I'm hoping that is the case. Also, a lot of great detail. Now, Harley is the add-on. Harley is the ultimate edition, right? And I like this Harley a lot. Not everybody's liked the portrait. Okay. But I do think it adds something. It's basically kind of like an accessory piece, really. And you get some different swap outs with the Harley. You get like the mallet or the bomb in her hand. And the cool thing is there's a lot of, again, different options you can do with Joker and Harley together. And I really do think it adds a lot to it. Now, of course, again, I'm kind of torn here. Do I add the Harley? Again, I don't know whether to get the black version or the purple. I was going to go the black. Now I'm kind of leaning back toward the purple again. And I don't really know why that is. I just am drawn to that purple, those bright colors. Although the black, again, would be something very different in my collection that I don't have. So again, as you're weighing in on this to help me out, let me know your thoughts on that. I don't love this portrait all that much as some of the others. I just don't know. I really like kind of that more scary, serious Alex Ross. He's looking off to the side. I like that version a little bit better. The one where he is not smiling. I guess some of these portraits, I don't know. It's just maybe not Joker enough for me. I just me nitpicking, but again, I've got some of the best Joker statues there are, so it's hard for me to I guess I just try to be, constructive here. The detail, the texturing on this, as you get closer, I think it looks really good. Sometimes far away shots, I feel like it gets a little bit lost, but when you look at it up close, you're like, wow, there's a lot of detail here, a lot of texture, a lot of wrinkling in the clothes. I like that. Obviously, this is going to be, again, fully sculpted, but again, a lot of bells and whistles. I like the camera from The Killing Joke. That's a nice touch. Again, the hardest part is going to be deciding. Do you spend $1549 or do you spend $2,100 basically with, again, free shipping as far as I could tell from Statue Brothers at least. They have gone back and said they're going to do another Harley portrait, which I think was really awesome. I don't know for sure if that's been approved, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it has been. But I really like this Joker, but I just can't freaking decide, guys. I need your help. So again, there's a lot of really good things about this Joker. I really, in my mind, I love the idea of a third scale Jester Harley. But like when I look at this, it looks great. But like when I look at my brand new Prime 1 Harley Who Laughs. I feel like that one blows this out of the water. So I don't know if I necessarily need the Harley. Looks good, but I think I prefer the Joker by himself. And I was basically, whenever I was going in on this, I was like, okay, so I am going to go all in on the black Alex Ross fedora hat down, holding the cane, classic Joker pose. It is really the most simplistic of them. But again, you look at something so simplistic, that's the way I would display it at that price point. I do wish that Jay had offered just a standard, just that, at a decent price point. Maybe around $1,000 just for the Joker and that pose, okay? Then add the different tiers. I feel like when you add too many different options, it gets a little bit, I don't know what, convoluted maybe, a little bit confusing as to which version you should get. I think it is a very ambitious project. I am worried right now, especially in terms of the tariffs, in terms of things that are happening. And again, we're going to be talking about it tonight on Rogues Gallery Live. It's going to be a hot topic. This is a really big deal. And I've talked to a lot of people behind the scenes. You're not going to want to miss this show, okay? But because of this stuff, it makes me worried about getting product in. It makes me cautious to pre-order. So maybe with all is said and done here, maybe my best option is to wait. Although the edition size on this is very small. So what do I do? Do I get the Joker? You're like, hey, Chris, you're the Batman statue collector. You should review it, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should. Do I need another Joker added to my collection? Will I regret not getting it? Some of you are going to say absolutely. Some of you are going to say, Chris, you have some of the best Jokers out there. Why do you need this one? So I definitely want you guys to weigh in on it. Let me know your thoughts. But I'm kind of leaning like I don't need it. And that's weird for me because, again, I love Joker. But is this one good enough? Is it worthy of the Batcave? And I think absolutely it would fit in here perfectly. Fine. But it goes back to what my friend Matt Martin says. And again, pardon my French, kids leave the room. But he says, if it's not an oh shit piece, if it doesn't have that wow factor, then maybe it doesn't have a spot in the collection. So I'm really torn on this one. I just don't know what to do. So help me weigh in on this, good or bad. I would like to hear your thoughts. Again, please join me tonight and the whole Rogues crew. It's going to be a really interesting conversation. We've got a lot of photos to look at as well because we had our auction show last time. But I'm really torn with this one. I'm really torn on whether to get it. I think I've pretty much decided that most likely I would probably not get the Harley version. But do I get the black? Do I get the purple? Again, I was really all in on the black. But I think the purple might be the way to go. But again, I like the black because it was different. Collector problems, right? I tell you. Anyway, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Please join us tonight for Rogues, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Leave your comments, and thank you for taking time out of your day to watch. Please hit the like button if you would. That does help me out tremendously as we're trying to get to 200K. And again, I can't thank you enough for being part of this community. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.